is Emily with Got Crafts. I do have a fan on. I hope that's not too loud, but it's really hot in here. You can tell I'm a little shiny. But this last weekend, my oldest son, Skylar, took me to Westport, Washington, and we started there and did a 30 miles of junk garage sale extravaganza. I was going to record along the way, but it was just too difficult. There were just too many people. But I got some good stuff, mostly books, antiques. So I figured I'll just show you that real quick between my Anna hauls, and let's get started. So the first one I got, well, not the first one, but one of the books I got was this, The Complete Works of Shakespeare. Look at this sucker. This is a giant book. This would make an awesome journal cover because the spine is already huge. It's not in horrible shape. But the pages themselves are awesome. They've got like some of the screenplays or the plays that they did and some of the story. So I just thought it would be really awesome. There's a ton of awesome old pictures in here I can use. So I hope nobody's offended, but this is going to be used in its entirety. So let's see. This one, the copyright is 1958. So not hugely old, but old enough. But yeah, this will make an awesome journal cover. I might have to reinforce the spine a little bit because it's kind of a little flimsy here. But I'm kind of excited about it. So that's one huge one. I'll never run out of Shakespeare pages. So I got that one. I don't even know where to put everything right now. The next one I got was actually a set of 20 books. There was, no, 10 of them. 10 of them for, was there 10? Yeah, I think there was 10 of them, and I got them for $20, so $2 a book. But they're really cool. They were this Compton's Pictured Encyclopedia set. And like this one is volume 8. But the book pages and the pictures in here are amazing. They're so cool. There's so many different photographs and pages that I can use, and I thought they would make awesome junk journal pages for a signature or whatever. But I just fell in love with them because there's so much usable stuff in here, and they're not in the best shape. Like this one looks like somebody helped hold their paint can or something. They're not very straight. They're kind of a little wonky, but they'll make great journal pages and journal ephemera. So I got a bunch of those, so I'm excited about that one. My son actually picked this one out. It's giant. It is the National Geographic Society Atlas Folio, and he wanted me to take a few of these maps out of here and have them framed for him. They're huge. They're massive maps, but they fold out. And there's a whole bunch in here. Let me see if I can get one halfway decent here. Oh, they actually come out. So here's one. I'm dropping them everywhere now. So here's one, and they're amazing. So what he doesn't keep and want, I'm going to use for journaling, for pages, for signatures, all sorts of stuff. Look at that ledger, or the index. Isn't that cool? And it's on the cover. So I could even cut this cover up and use it for journal covers. Sorry I'm so red, guys, and sweaty. It's hot in here. Soon soon it won't be. Soon it's turning into fall. I got my fall shirt on. I wore a total fall outfit to work today. I'm excited about the fall. Here's a kind of a cool one that just fell out of it. I think this is like maps of the stars. So it says maps of the heavens, Northern Hemisphere charts. So these are kind of cool. Look at this one. That's pretty awesome. So a lot of usable pages here, if he doesn't want them for decoration, for hanging on his wall. So we'll decide that at a later date. But we got some awesome books this weekend. I was pretty excited. Okay, and then let me wait on that because I got more books. I found this one, and most of these books were like, if $1, they were like the encyclopedias were $2. The Shakespeare one, I think I paid $3 for, but the size of it, I didn't mind. The nautical one, we paid $3 for. This one here, I think I paid 25 cents because they were just getting rid of them. But this one is type and lettering. And look at this cool picture right on the inside of a mushroom. That's like a little, just a little like piece of ephemera, and that's coming out and I'm using that sucker. But how cool are these? And I know I saw Kristen Swain haul one of these in her hauls, and that's what gave me the idea that I should grab this, because how awesome would those be in a background or just in a cluster or a piece of ephemera. So I grabbed that one. Here's another one that was 25 cents. It's National Geographic Society maps, but it's like this. Now these books are really musty smelling. If anybody has like a tip for me, I thought maybe put them in a baggie with fabric softener might help to get the smell out. If anybody has any suggestions, let me know, because I could use them. But this is full, just full of just like loose maps. I'm gonna take these maps out. So they've got little pockets. Huh? Yeah? Guess what we can use these for? So this whole book will be used, maybe aside from the cover. I don't know, I might use the cover, but it is literally just chock full of maps. So, you know, we can use those. So I grabbed that one. Like I said, it was 25 cents. Let's see, a few other books I got from that same place. They were all 25 cents. I got this one, The History of the American People. And I checked out the pages, and the pages are just awesome. So they're really old, like decrepit books. They've been around a while. And these books were in a hoarding house. It was a little scary to go in there. My son went in, I didn't. They had most of this stuff outside under a tarp because it had gotten wet the night before. Of course, it's at the ocean. So, and then I got this one, the Rogette's Thesaurus of the English Language. So I thought these were cool. Could use a lot of these pages, and they're already the right patina for us. And then one more, actually I got two more here. In 50 years, this one I had to get because it was kind of funny. This was at a different garage sale, I think. No, maybe not. But it was also 25 cents. And it says, no, it was at a different garage sale. These last two were at a different one. This wasn't the hoarding house. But this one, it's called In 50 Years We'll All Be Chicks by Adam Carolla. But I just thought it was really cool. The art in here is pretty neat. So I figured I could use some of the different fonts and stuff. I don't know what it's about. I hope it doesn't offend anyone, because I don't know. I don't know that I want to read it, but I figured there'd be lots of good pictures in here and stories and stuff words I can cut out. And then I got this one for 25 cents. It's for my 1950s cooking journal. I thought it was a good deal. It's how to use your home freezer. Freezing, storage, and cooking. And it's not very big, but the pictures in it are awesome. So I can use the pictures and some of the other pages for the 1950s cooking journal. I was trying to find one like just this is really cool. But it also gives me ideas and stuff too. So this one is from 1948. So I got this one, 25 cents. And then I did get a couple of patterns at a garage sale, mostly because it had so many of these illustrated girls on the front of it. So they were $1 a piece, which is a little bit more than I normally pay for patterns, but it's okay because like the tissue is in here and everything, so I can use everything out of here and fussy cut the girls off the front. So I just thought these were really cool. This one's kind of yellowed, so that makes it fun. So I got those. I did get this. I saw in someone, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and someone had one of these in their video, which I'm probably gonna hang it up back there. It works. They kind of flash, but they do work. They all were working when I picked it up. So I just have to figure out that little shortage. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute. I don't even know if I'll ever turn it on. I just like this design. I know it's got a name, Florida something, but yeah, I just thought it was cute. So I picked that up for $3. And then I got these two at a garage sale. These were $2 a piece. I just thought these were really cool. There's this one, and it's just an embroidered piece of white fabric. And I just thought they would make awesome covers, you know, or even a page. And there's enough here that we can use, you know, I can use it for an edge in a page, or, you know, like anything really for a journal. So I got that one, and then I got this one. This is the only two that they had there, and my son said he liked this one better, of course. But so there's that little spooky one too. But I just thought they were really cool for $2. Heck yeah, I'm getting them. So got those. I did get, I found a bunch of napkins. These ones actually I got for my husband's bar in his garage. They say Beer Me, and it's a brand new pack of napkins. They were $3, which is kind of a lot, but they're perfect for his shop. So I'm gonna give him those. I got this bunch for 25 cents, and it's wine. I thought these would be cool to decoupage stuff. This one is a couple of different Christmas ones. These were $1. So I got this guy and then those. And I thought I could even take little pieces of this plaid pattern and use it for journals, just to do a little decoupaging on. And then I got this one, was 10 cents. And this is definitely crafting napkins. But there is this many of this design. How cool is that? So some cork design. And then just a few, like 3 of these ones with a U on it. They're just plain with just a U. And then 2 of these floral pattern ones. So I could use them to put in, I'm gathering napkins now. So I have quite the collection going. So I might be sharing because, you know, you're not going to use a whole packet of napkins crafting. I mean, you could, but who knows? So I got all of those cool napkins. And then grab this bag. We had so much fun. I found this at one garage sale. This was $1 for a Martha Stewart punch, and it works great. So anyway, that corner punch for $1. And then I found this cute little thimble, and it was $2. And it's a Precious Moments. I don't know if it'll focus on it or not. But it's Precious Moments, and it is, it says September underneath here. God, I wish that would focus. Not the best, but anyway, super cute. I collect thimbles. My grandma used to collect thimbles. I'll have a big, huge thing of them on the wall here pretty soon. Then let's see, I got a couple of games. This one is called Sleeping Queens, and it was 50 cents. And these are really cool. Like, there's a cat queen, and that's the back of it. A sunflower queen, so they're just super cute. I was excited to find this for 50 cents. Here's one that's crowns and then hearts. There's these little prize tokens or prize cards. So I can use those for journaling. A dragon. They're really cool. Here's the Fire King. Let me know if you've seen these before. I've never seen these before, so I was excited to find them. So anyway, there's just a bunch of different ones. Ladybugs, that's one of my favorite things. Oh, there's the Ladybug Queen. See, and they're already a little distressed because they've been played a few times. But just a whole bunch of different designs for 50 cents for the box. So I was excited about that one. And then I got this other one that's called Quiddler, and it is, it was 50 cents. And these boxes have seen better days, so, but this one has a little tray, so the cards are actually in really good shape. So that's those. There's 2 stacks, and they're all different letters. So these are really cool too. But I picked this game up. There's a lot of them. There's 2 stacks of them. So for 50 cents, I was pretty excited about the games that I found. And then one more game I found is this called this Po-Keno, and it's Poker Keno, and it was $3, but it comes with all of these, and I can use them as a whole sheet, or I could use them, cut them out individually. But there's, let's see, 12 of them. There's 12 of these cards, and then it also came with these little chips. So I don't know what I'll use these for, but I'll figure it out. I might drill a hole in them and use them for dangles. Who knows? But anyway, I thought that was a good deal for all of those for $3. So I got that. And then I have one more bag of tricks that I found. I found this for 50 cents. It's a pack of cards and envelopes. And it looks like All of them are the same design, and it's that design, which is really cool. Those will be awesome journaling cards, pre-made, already ready to go, blank cards. And then it's this on the back, which I can use this as a background and then just cover that bottom part up. So a lot of use for those. So I got that one. That was 50 cents again. Here's some more cards I got, but these actually, we stopped at Marshall's on the way home, and this was the only thing I bought at Marshall's because I couldn't pass them up. They were $3.99. But how awesome are those? There's a lot of them suckers. Let's see, 40 of them. So that's going to be awesome for Halloween stuff. So I got that. I got this box of cards for 50 cents. I just thought they were really cute. They're invitations. But I just thought these cards would be fun. They're glossy. They open sideways and they say you're invited. So there's that. Sorry about the glare off to the side. We got some sunshine going on here today. Of course I come up here and it's the hottest day of the week. But yesterday was just, I had too much going on before I could get up here. So, and then I got this, was also 50 cents. And it is a pocket. And this is cards and envelopes as well. Ooh, look at those envelopes. They've got print of a flower on them. How pretty are those? Those are gonna be fun to use. They're just plain white on the inside. But I didn't really look at these too much. I just saw the outside and thought, oh, that's pretty. I want those for 50 cents. So I got those, and it looks like it says dog roses. Maybe like dogwood roses. But they're blank on the inside, so lots of stuff I could use those for. They're all the same. I don't know exactly how many are in here, but they're in really good condition. So I was excited about that for 50 cents. And then I found this, and I have to hang this up in my shop because it's just too cute. This lady made this, and I'm gonna have to like glue this back up or something. But I just thought it was really cute. All the browns and the buttons and little bits and bobs and measuring tapes. So it was $1. I'm gonna hang it up. I just thought it was really cute. I did find quite a few doilies there this weekend. Let's see. So, like, this one was in a free bin. How cute is that? Instant flower. So I got that one. This was also in a free bin. Can cut these guys apart and use them. Let's see, I think this one was also in a free bin. So, and then I paid $1 for this one. It's really delicate, but I just thought it was cute. I can cut these circles apart and use them. This one was $1. And this one was $1, and they were together. So there's two of them, but they're perfect color, like a khaki color and circles. So then I got this vintage lace, and there's a lot of this sucker. I would say 2 yards maybe, and it's crocheted like trim, and that was $1. And then last one I got here is this kind of a bigger one, not huge, but it was also $1. So I scored on some doilies this weekend. Here's a couple more books I got. I think They were probably 25 cents. Nothing was expensive there, really at all. But this just says One Spirit Journal. I don't plan on using the outside, but there's just plain paper on the inside. So I thought I could use that. This one, I just really like the patina on this one. It's called The Lost Princess. And it's just got perfect coloring. The writing's awesome, or the print. So I got that one. They're really musty. Let's see what else. The same place I got the set of encyclopedias, he threw these in, and I just thought they were super cute. They're these cute little books, and they're kind of faded on the outside, but the inside is still really good. But look, you can use each side. They're just so cute. Just cute little sayings. Seeing it sewn so I could take it apart. How cute are those? They're so cute. And then there's this one, a little book of nature sayings. They're just teeny tiny. But this one is Precious Moments. Super cute. And then this one is also Precious Moments, a little book of faith. And it's got a dust cover on it. So really cute. And I'll open up a page here. Super cute. So I fell in love with those. So he gave them to me for free, basically. So got those. I found this. Right? Nice and juicy. Look how much I got it for. 10 cents. Yeah. I was excited. I was like, yes, please. I got these. I just thought these were cute. More for decorating jars than anything, but just for mason jars. This was 10 cents as well. But it's got one of the little screen things that you can put flowers in mason jars, and then the covers. I just thought they were cute, so I picked those up. This I got was $1. And this is the Paper Source, but it's inkjet magnet sheets, 8.5 by 11. So these are magnet sheets. So I thought, even if I don't print anything on them, I could use them for my die cuts and stuff. So for $1, it looks like there's at least 3 full sheets in here, and then a smaller piece down here. So I grabbed that. I grabbed this because we use this for our summertime when we need to keep the bugs out. So this was $3. So I figured that was a good deal for one of the bug nets. So we got a new one for next spring, since my husband ripped off the other one. I got this. I got this for my mom. She's older, she's getting older, and it's just kind of a funny, it's the biggest remote control, you know, ever, but I just thought it was hilarious, so I got it for her. I collect willow tree figurines, and found this one, this pretty one. I thought she was really cute. She's got really pretty carving design. It's called Je t'aime, I love you. So I thought she was cute. She was $5, which is cheap for willow tree. I found another one of these, which I hauled one of these before. It's a little different, but this was, gosh, I think it was maybe $1. Hold on, the price is on the bag. Yeah, it was $1. You gotta look at it before I throw it. But I just thought it was cute. Another like little geisha, or what are they called? I can't think what they're called, but super cute. I loved it, even if I just used the material and the little charm on it. I thought it was a good deal. I found this at, was this the only one? No, there was a few. So these were 10 cents a piece at a senior center in Westport. Super nice lady. So I grabbed this buckle so I can use it as a closure. I found a tape measure, which I grab these every time I see them for cheap. It was only 10 cents because eventually I want to make a sewing journal and use this kind of stuff throughout it. This also was at the senior center, and I think this was also 10 cents. But I think they're like Red Hat Society, maybe playing cards. It's not even open, so let's open it. Woo. Yes, they're playing cards. How cute are those? The little Red Hat Society. So here's the cards. And that one's a 2. And they've got the little purple scarves on them. Super cute. I love those. So I got those for 10 cents at the senior center thing too. I got this for 25 cents at the senior center, and I thought I'd give it to my mom and see if maybe she'd fill it out for my nieces and nephews. It's just about grandma, her stories, her words, and it prompts you. Like this one says, Grandma, how did you and Grandpa meet, and what kind of dates did you go on together? So I thought that was really cute. Even if she uses this and types it out, I just think my family would love to see and hear all the stories. So I got that. And I got her this as well, because I know her and her friends like to get together and do the red hat thing sometimes. So I got her this cute little backpack. It's a little purse. It doesn't have a handle, but I'm sure she's got plenty she can hook onto here. But this was only 25 cents, and it's like new. It's really clean. Got a little place for a water bottle here. And so little pockets, but I thought she'd like that. And then I found this, and I think I got this at the senior center, but I'm not sure how much it was. It might have just been 10 cents in the 10 cent thing too. They had a little basket that everything in it was 10 cents, but it's just some ribbon, lace. Got that. Then I got this for $1. Pando. It says the trivia game about us. And I thought it was really cute. It's really funny, actually. This says, am I good at impressions? And then, have I ever peed my pants at school? So it's just stuff that you're supposed to get to know your partner. Like this one, what was my first girl or boyfriend's name? And do I often get road rage? So I guess there's like 2 versions of the question, a nice version and then a sassy version. So, or a snarky version, but there's this many. So I thought I could use that for journaling if I don't use it at home for my kids or whatever. I think it's pretty hilarious. I got this at the senior center. This was $1 for this bag, and it has different of those, I think they call them ladder ribbons. So there's this one. There's a little purple one. And I do have some of these. Here's a purple one with some other colors in there. So it's kind of cool. I love these to use for dangles. There's a lighter color and then a nice fall color. And then this is some eyelash trim. So I got that whole bag for $1, which I think is really good for that. So I picked those up. And last thing I got was this little pile of stuff was in a little tin at the end of this table on a garage sale, and the guy says anything in that tin is free. Well, there are a bunch of these, so they're like hooks right here. So I'm like, okay, I can use these for dangles. This one's got like a little aged weathering a little bit on it, but there was quite a few of like this style, but there's like just a little handful of them, not a ton, but for free. I figured that would help me with my journaling dangles. So but that's my haul. That was we had a blast. It was really nostalgic for me because I used to go to Westport and Tokeland with my dad and my uncle and fish when I was a little kid. So I got to see all of the things that I haven't seen since I was a kid because I haven't been down there in so long. But yeah, it was really fun. Me and my son had a blast. He took me for my birthday. My birthday was on Tuesday, last Tuesday. So yeah, it was fun. So anyway, if you like this video and you like my content, hit subscribe, like, and thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite thing was through the haul. So, and then my next one will be my continued Anna Griffin, which is mostly all just paper embellishments and some Crafter's Companion stuff. So that'll be the next thing. So until then, see ya.